Hey Leo, Mariah here. It's an absolute pleasure to be reading for you today. I hope you're doing really good. I hope you're really well. So I want to go ahead and get into your reading and see what is happening for you. Of course, I'm going to keep the messages as open as possible. So let's just see what comes through, especially with us moving into October. What is it that Leo is needing to know at this time? What is it that Leo is needing to know at this time? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please be honest and as transparent as possible. Let's see what we have here so far. We got the 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Magician. Let's get one more. What else does Leo need to know at this time, Spirit? I'm hearing the gift of gap. Somebody has a really special talent. And it doesn't have to be something that is over the top. It's even just down to somebody's charisma. That's what's coming through. Somebody has some good charisma. And have that it factor. And not everybody has that innate ability to be charismatic. It's interesting because I keep going back to talents. There's a Leo here that's super talented in something. Whether you are, you just have the gift of gab, you know how to persuade people, you know how to influence people, you know how to speak to people. Whether it is a Leo that has an artistic ability, that you're super creative in something, you're super talented with something. Even if it is something that is more practical in nature, it's like you're really great at creative thinking and analytically looking at situations and figuring out how to move the pieces on the chessboard. I feel like I'm talking to a Leo who has an innate ability, but this feels like something that it was passed down. I don't know if it skipped a generation from like your grandmother, it skipped your mother and then to you, or it skipped your grandfather and your great-grandfather had this talent, your father had it, then you have a talent that was passed down to you where you're able to, if you really hone into what this is, whether it is spiritual gifts, right? Maybe you have the ability to be a medium, a channeler. Maybe you have the ability to really touch energy and even be like a tarot reader or a psychic. Maybe you're really good at spiritual modalities like Reiki, even being able to be something like a deaf doula, right? You're able to really connect with people going through that process, or again, even something that is more tangible on the 3D surface of talent. But whatever this talent is, please hone in. I'm trying to get to your reading. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off the message here. But whatever this talent is, Leo, hone into that. Because I feel like you have, whatever this gift is for you that you're good at, it's like the more you craft it, the more you put dedication behind it, and the more you are consistent with this talent. It's like you're able to supersede the people that came before you. It's like you're able to take this talent and turn it into, whether it is into millions, whether it is into purpose, whether it is into prosperity, whether it is into abundance. But I'm very curious how much you're utilizing this talent, or are we allowing this talent to stay dormant within us? What is that for? I'm sorry, let me get back to you. Can I get one more card here, Spirit? We got the Moon and the High Priestess. Why is this 2 of Swords here? King of Pentacles in the reverse. You gotta, it was never really false. I'm sorry, I hate to go back to this, and this spread is really talking about something else, but I can't deny what I'm just being led to. Leo, you got a talent that you're sleeping on. And even if you are utilizing this talent, I don't think you're necessarily maximizing this talent. Whatever this is, I don't care if you're good at painting, drawing, influencing, inspiring, motivating. I don't care if your talent is leading or being able to be an analytical thinker. I don't care if your talent is being able to create businesses and improve. Whatever that is, it's like we know this is something we are good at, we are capable of, but it almost feels like we're sleeping on ourselves. And that's the issue here, because I don't know if I were to go back to your childhood, and a lot of things in our adulthood stem back to our childhood. I don't know how well this talent was fostered or cultivated or even encouraged. I don't know if you had the parents that were able to put the finances or resources behind you to really grow this talent. I don't know if you had the right environments or the right circumstances around you that would have allowed you to flourish in this talent at a young age. Or even as we got older, life may have worn heavy on us. We may have had new circumstances and obligations that may have pulled us away from this talent because we got to deal with the real world and real circumstances. But I tell you, if you were to go back to this, it's like you have a special gift that was passed passed to you. It's like a talent that runs in your DNA. There's a talent that runs in your specific bloodline that you have, that I don't think the people before you were able to really cultivate it to its maximum potential, but you have the ability in this lifetime to do so. I just feel like we're either sleeping on it, we're not doing what we need to do to maximize it. Even sometimes, again, life can just be in the way right now, and we're not able to really move throughout this talent just because we have other life obligations or circumstances that may be taking away our attention from this. But if it feels like if you were able to really cultivate this for your utility, you're the game changer here, and you can absolutely be the game. It's like they couldn't, but you can. I just don't get why. Of course it's going to be different for each and every one of you. I guess where I'm getting frustrated as a reader, just filling through the energies, cards aside at this point, what is that hindrance that's holding you back, or this blockage? Maybe it's ourselves. Maybe we don't have the strong belief in it. Maybe we have our own limiting doubts or fears or concerns or reservations or hesitations. Maybe we've tried to utilize this talent in one way and we didn't see the successful results that we thought we were going to. And it doesn't mean that you're still not talented in that area, just the route that you may have been taking with that talent wasn't the right path. You need to reroute, you need to recalibrate, but still utilize that talent. What is this for you? I'm about to get frustrated. I'm about to get frustrated with this reading. What is this? Tell me, what is this? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You got a God-given gift. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bring religion into this. I promise you this ain't that kind of channel. But you have a God-given, spiritually led gift for something. You have a knack for something that can really change your life, the course of your life in a major way. In a major way. And not everybody has lofty goals for, what they want out of their life. But the life that you're living, your current existence, can be 10 times, 20 times much greater if we really propelled ourselves through this talent that the people before you couldn't really use, couldn't really do. And it's like we're almost reducing what we're naturally great at, that allows us to either step in our purpose or to really allow us to be in our authentic selves and really shine. I don't know if we just feel like it's not the right time. Maybe we're waiting for the right time. Maybe we're waiting on a chain of events to happen so that way we can execute our talent. Maybe we are feeling like we're trapped in certain circumstances right now, that life is really taking precedence over being us, before we're able to really put our talent to the forefront. Oh, what is this? Why is this the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? The Tower. Okay. This is one of those you don't really get to choose, do you? You don't get to choose. When your path is already fixed for you, when your path is already preordained, I don't care how much life throws in your way. You're still gonna have to walk down that track. I don't care how much you're obliged to, or how many other situations that may pop up or that may want to deter you or distract you or take you off course. When your plan is fixed, prior to you even being here, when you already have a preordained path that you are meant to trail, ain't nothing going to pull you from that outcome. This feels like, Leo, you have a God-given gift from some form of talent. You are able to do something beautifully well and execute it to perfection. I think, though, we may not be fully living in that existence of whatever this gift is that you have. Again, that was passed to you. But however this may play out, life is going to move some pieces on the board, and when pieces are moved, it's not always the most comfortable, right? It's like if Spirit was to show you your plan for you, right? The plan for you, the plan so you can be where you want to be, so that way you can get the outcomes you want to get and receive. You would say no if you looked at that plan. You would say, take the plan back. I don't want it. Nope, I'm not accepting it. Return to sender. If you were to see the plan, because that means you would be seeing the ups, the downs, the trials and errors, the difficulties, the early mornings, the late nights, the days when you cry yourself to sleep, the nights when you stay awake, the anxiety, the worry, the stress, the upheaval, the brief moments of joy, the prolonged moments of sadness. You would see all of that and say, I don't know if it's really worth it. I don't know if I want to deal with all that. And this is why we're not shown our plan in advance. Because if you were shown it, you wouldn't accept it. That's what this tower feels like to me, Leo. It's like you're not being shown what this talent and where it's going to lead you. But this is like really being, and I hate to sound so like fairy tale and trying to be very promisey of this and that. That's not my job here. I'm not going to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. But that's what this reminds me of. It's like Spirit is not showing you the plan, because if you saw it, you would say no. So in the meantime, it's like you're having these nudges being placed on you to move. You got to move in a certain direction, and it's through that talent, whatever that is for you. And it's going to get you to, whether it's having the life you want, being able to be financially comfortable, being able to have contentment in an overall great quality of life, being able to have the freedom of your time, being able to have the freedom to do what you want, right? It's whatever you are wishing for and creating in your existence. That's where you're being led, but the plan is just not being shown to you for a great reason. I would tell you, Leo, go this route. Because if your peoples couldn't get it done before you, you got the opportunity. You have in this lifetime the resources, the opportunities, the movement, the flexibility that your parents or your grandparents or your great-grandparents weren't awarded. Your great-grandparents, your grandparents were not awarded the luxury, awarded the opportunities. They were not awarded the advantages that you have in this present time frame of your life. They didn't, but you do. And I don't care what your reality looks like. You truly do. So what are we doing? I feel like Spirit is trying to move you into cultivating this, especially with us moving into the last quarter of the year. So Leo, I don't know what to make of this information. I didn't even really get into the spread fully, except for a couple cards here. I didn't mean to go off track of the original spread, but I hope this made sense. I genuinely do. Know that it's been a pleasure to read for you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're great. I hope you're okay. And good luck. Peace. Bye.